So with every new rappelling down the well of self, I've got to jerk off in the past. So isn't that always what jerking off is? I don't know that's the case, but it seemed to make sense when I said it. So this is an oldie called Atlantic City. Yeah. Some sick son of a bitch decapitated the guy next to him on a Greyhound to Winnipeg. Couldn't help himself. It's in the paper beside my Bloody Mary this morning. I try and ignore the news, but everyone gets distracted. Guess he wore sunglasses, upped the ante and ate the eyes. Bet he plays poker. Me, I stay away from cards. It's too hard to keep a straight face. Most of the day I sit at the bar playing 25-cent touchscreen slot machines and smoking. I remember Dad's ass cracked like a plumber's on the stool, so I mind mine. When I'm ready, I move to the wheel. I grew up in the Catskills. My old man couldn't farm, so when Pappy died, he sold the land to buy a truck. After each month's haul, we drove to Atlantic City. Took us 5 hours, then I ruled the arcades as the king of air hockey, proud to kick the ass of every older kid and drunk who came my way. No matter what time we pulled in, Mom handed me a couple of quarters as she headed to the slots, ash on her blouse, lipstick thick. Dad went straight to the bar. I've seen every city on the East Coast and worked in close to half. I can't stand tight places. So whenever I finish a job, I get the hell out of town and drive. Always through Caesars, to try to win enough to take me as far away as possible. Then, strung out and broke, I head back to find work in some place I've left behind. Since Rodney's in Newark for the holiday, he set me up with this guy. Said his shit was just as good. By 8, I should be on the floor. I'm trying to be patient, so when he's 10 minutes late, I switch to Jack and Coke. 3 pros hustle across the bar, spread out like a buffet with their tits glittered. I watch one rub up on the guy opposite me. Another follows. They've got him on both sides. The big black girl in the tight white dress smiles my way. I hear my name and turn around. Wonderful! Rubbing his hand across my back, a greasy fag in a small suit hides his teeth and sits beside me. My eyes shoot from my drink to the holes in his face. You know Rodney? Of course I do. He closes his legs. How much you want? I tell him 100. He says $1.20. What can I get you? Interrupting, the bartender eyes us. Give me your Red Bull, handsome. I ordered another Jack and Coke and push. $1.20. Rodney's in New York. He winks. But you don't have to pay in cash. I pull out 620s and put them on the bar between us. He takes the money, fusses in his pockets until our drinks arrive, then sets his hand on my thigh. Thanks for the cock juice, baby. Look, shooting out a baggie falls from my lap as he walks away, blowing a kiss. He's lucky it's early. Dad took me out in the tractor on his lap one day when I was 6. It just rained, so the air was thick. Mom was away at a friend's. She stayed there while Pappy died. When we hit the tree line, Dad turned us around and killed the engine. Facing our sheep at pasture, he lifted me off his lap and sat me beside him. We could still hear Pappy screaming in the distance. I grew up in that house, Squirt. He lit a cigarette, sat back and smoked. From where I sat, I could see my bedroom window over the patch of dirt worn down by years of playing catch. So did I. I remember him laughing, taking a drag and telling me how when he was my age, his old man took him out like this and taught him how to drive a tractor. But I'm not going to do that. Staring at a lamb chewing in the dusk, he said, "Don't tell your mother, but I'm no farmer, and neither are you." I'm at home at the wheel. The sound of the ball, straight up double zeros, splits, trios, streets, and corners. Everything sings. 2 bumps in the bathroom and I find my way to an open table. Settle in and stack up nice on 5 spins. Good bets. Came straight in. Sometimes I ease my way, but not tonight. I'm throwing chips left and right and hitting them all. It's unbelievable. We made our first trip 2 months after Pappy died. Since Dad was hardly home, he and Mom got along better out here. We all did. I'll never forget picking up her cigarette butts around the house, crusted with more lipstick than she ever kissed off on me. 12 years later, Dad and I drove out the day after we put her in the ground. Stayed in the room mostly, drinking over lessons of craps and roulette. His games, he called them. So the trick is, you want to ease your way in. Watch where things are falling, then bet off that. You understand? He was drawing on a napkin and I could hardly make it out. How do you know where it's going to land next? He never taught me on the wheel. A heart attack dropped him 6 months later. Dug a hell of a hole in his last stretch and the bank took more. I hit the road after that, looking for work. No matter what, someone always needs a hand with something. I spot the big girl from earlier when the waitress brings my scotch and water. Catching me staring, she squeezes between me and the guy to my left. Hey, Lucky, she leans in. Want some company? I'd love some. As she speaks, I watch her tits spill a double chin up her throat I want to drown in. The dealer asks my bet. I have to focus. $500. Straight up 27. She presses against me. It hits, and with her tongue in my ear, she puts my hand up her dress. I cash out, upgrade to a penthouse suite, and order 2 bottles of Cristal. Upstairs, she's rabid after 3 bumps off my cock. Non-stop, I fuck her folds with the lights on for an hour and a half before Mommy tucks me in. Hey, baby. Stroking my dick, she whispers. Want me to stick around? No. I pay her $1,200 and watch her fat ass bend over for a dress on the floor. Still up $6 grand, I finally feel relaxed, but I can't sleep. So instead of risking my drunk luck at a table, I feed a 20 into a coin machine and fill my quarter cup. Through the window of the restaurant across the hall, I watch a family of 5 wash their hands with small towels the server gives them in tongs. They're overdressed, laughing at the little boy hiding behind his. Truth is, I have a problem. It's not the drink or the drugs or the wheel. It's them. First thing I do is pick up a gun and start hunting. Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Pong, place never changes. 50 cents in, I make the top 10. Enter my initials SOS, then hear the puck smack plastic and round the corner. What the fuck, bitch? You hustling me? Some pimple-faced punk with his hat on sideways drills a skinny kid across the room. That's 3 in a row. Skinny's voice cracks. Pay up. Fuck you. Pimple shoves him into a Coke machine. His buddies laugh. I'm thirsty. So I walk over and they scatter, all but Skinny by his table. Opening a root beer, I pick up my mallet. $5 says I got you, kid. 2 out of 3. That's that. Thank you with some Coke, man. Everybody else, fuck it off. Yeah, give it up for Ed. That shit is
We're going to take a short commercial break. Everyone go smoke a cigarette and then come back in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
let's do it.